Xin chào. Okay, what's up? So we're gonna do some visa update. Kind of like if you're a teacher here, update, and you don't have your paperwork as well. We're gonna cover like 3 or 4 topics here. We're gonna do visa update, getting to be an expert visa. There's services now that are openly providing it and posting about it. So yeah, we're gonna look at my ugly mug for a few minutes here, so don't mind me. But like, kind of let's get into it. So the first thing is someone on Discord messaged me, and he said 2 of his friends that have a teaching job here in Ho Chi Minh City without a college degree nor a TEFL certificate, which, you know, used to be really an openly common thing here. Now, so as I've talked about on a couple of these videos, it's getting harder and harder to fake this information. They're wanting more genuine, real people that actually have a degree and have a TEFL or TESOL certificate. So anyways, let's get to the point at hand. So he had 2 of his friends that work at 2 different schools. The Vietnam police showed up, went to the school, asked for the documents that prove that they had a certificate and that they had a college degree. Of course, neither of them had it. Both of them were asked to leave the school and were subsequently fired from the school. And then it didn't stop there. We thought, you know, they were both worried that they were going to be on a deportation list or a blacklist of some sort. You know, this all started about a week ago, so I've waited to post this because I wanted to gather like all the information that actually came out about this scenario. So the one guy's on a blacklist, like he's officially blacklisted, and his visa expires in 14 days, and that pretty much means if he doesn't pay some sort of, you know, bribe, which can be very expensive. You're talking up to $50 million for this when you're in this scenario. So like, if he doesn't pay that, he's gonna have to leave Vietnam and he'll be blacklisted, so he won't be able to come back in. He also had a fake business that he never collected PIT from, or never paid PIT, never did any real businessing through it. So they're looking into that as well. So this dude's like double blacklisted. He is not gonna get back to Vietnam without paying some hefty fine. And if he actually gets thrown out of Vietnam, like after these 14 days, it's impossible to then pay off that blacklist. So you gotta be careful. So this is like a warning to all the teachers that don't have any kind of degree and work at a school. Ho Chi Minh City's actively checking into things now. I can go a step further. They're actually checking out companies too. Like if you create a company and say you're, you know, doing this, this, and this, and you're really not doing that, and you did it just so you could stay here, you know, I can read you instances. Hold on, let me show you. We can flip the camera around. Why look at my? So yeah, let's get back to topic. Take it out of frame. So yeah, there's companies now that are like offering, we are supplying the procedure of the new visa for the companies in Saigon that wants experts, investors, management boards, staffers, which staffers is new to me. That wasn't on the list before. Business partners to enter Vietnam for work now. Procedure: approval letter from the People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh, visa approval letter from the Immigration Department, express service 4 to 8 hours. The visas will be received at the embassy or airport. And then the company's name, which I will provide in the link. I have no idea of the validity of these companies, so I can't attest to if they're legit. That's like kind of on you to do that homework on your own and figure out if it's real, if it's not. I don't think you'd have a problem with that. If they're promising you that, you could probably get here. The average cost per person when they do the expert visa route is around $2,000 just for the housing and the flight
Some people include the flight, some others don't. I've talked to a few people where it costs them like $3,000 worth of flight, and then that's minus not counting in the COVID testing. So let's get back more to pushing the city. Okay, so another guy posted on Facebook. So let's read this one. Now walk slow because the camera's shy. Bouncing all over. Just heard from my company, Labor and Immigration Department just did a surprise check with the company to make sure everything is legit. This is 23 hours ago. On that note, starting to see a lot of would-be scammers. Just letting everyone know, if you don't have a real company and a real job lined up for you, you're asking to be blacklisted and kicked out of Vietnam. My friend that's doing his TRC. Yeah. I think you know who I'm. When I did my application back in June, People's Committee, they came to the company, checked everything to ensure I was a real employee, including tax record. So the main reason for why they're doing that and why they're doing this is they want to check to see if you're paying your taxes on the company. I don't think they care about too much other information on the company end, but that you're paying PIT, which you got to do. You can't cheat the system, create a phony company, and then not pay tax on it. At least pay the tax on it. I mean, you shouldn't even do a phony company to begin with. There's no point to it. If you're not going to do a real, whatever it is, the type of visa you're getting, you're opening yourself up to trouble. Vietnam's not going to always stay how the old Vietnam is from 2, 3, 5 years ago where money can buy you everything. I'm sure like even if you get caught in these circumstances now, you can probably get out of it, but it's going to cost you a whole heck of a lot more than what it would have way back in the day. Xin chào. Hello. So, yeah, do your shit legit. Be on the up and up. There's no need to fake it, especially if you're a mild businessman. Like, you know, we have an IT business here. I don't kill the game. We've got like 6 to 12 clients. We do okay. I don't make much money off of it, but it's a legit, real, actual business, and we pay our taxes on it. So don't try to fake the paperwork is really the end of the day thing here. And you teachers that are teaching right now without a degree, xin chào, well, without a degree, you could be in some serious trouble. They're actively just going to schools. My guess is they're tipped off, or they actually already probably previously knew, or they busted a company that like set up for those schools, because most of these people didn't just go and apply at the school. They used some kind of agency to help them apply for the school. So, xin chào, hello.
Hello, xin chào.
Xin chào. Cảm ơn, tạm biệt. Super nice. But yeah, you want to do it all right. I want to know what food they're eating over here. It looks so delicious. Maybe I'll go up there and take a picture after we film this video. I mean, that's just and this is all actively happening within the past 15 days. So like I told you the story with the guy from Discord, you know, his other friend, and then I'll tell you, I forgot to finish that story. So let's jump back to the guy that got kicked out of his school and they terminated his work permit and visa, and he's got 14 days left on it. Last night at 11 p.m., the cops came to his house and told him he was blacklisted. So that's a technique that's often seen in China, where the police come late at night. It's kind of a half intimidation factor, half not. Oh, yeah. Some hooties. Let's get the hotties. Maybe they can be a JPEG. They just like to walk across. But yeah, it could be so many different tactics they use, but they use kind of the China initiative, essentially, tactic. But yeah, so really this is a big caution letter to people that think Vietnam's still in its like super old ways of doing all that stuff. Like you can just, you know, there's other YouTubers, he even commented on my channel, the one guy I'm talking about, that thinks he knows like the whole visa process. And by the way, I'm an expert in none of this shit. I just take news, people that DM me, and people I know's experiences, and then I shoot them. So I'm not an expert in any of these fields. Don't come at me. But yeah, there's other certain people that have been here, you know, 3 or 4 years, and they came in when the system was easy and you could kind of do whatever you wanted. And that case is changing quickly, you know. I still think you could probably get out of the trouble with money, because that's still how Vietnam works, but yeah. So like, still to this day, everybody keeps asking me, can you get into Vietnam right now? No, you can't. Only an expert visa can, through a sponsored company. There's really no other way. You can do an investor visa, but you have to show you have $136,000 minimum and gonna actually truly invest it in a company here. So no, you can't get in. That's going to be the title of the video. So once and for all, once you can get in, the second that they're going to let tourism in, you'll see that upload from Fat and Broke. I will be on that shit like Donkey Kong. I will post it within minutes of the news coming out. So worry not. Once there's like an actual change in that, I will post it up so fast your head will fall off. So if you're planning to move here and you don't want to do like the expert visa thing and waste $2,500, $3,000 on quarantine and all that, I would recommend that you start saving up, learn Vietnamese ahead of time, like I didn't do. You can though. Start researching all you can about Vietnam, become highly educated in it before you get here, and just mentally prepare, sell all your shit off, and get ready to come. You don't need any of the shit you have at home anyways. If you don't use that item at least once every 48 hours, you most likely don't need that item. Okay, so I think that was a pretty good update. Let me make sure I covered everything. What do we got here? Oh, I thought we saw a sports bike. Just a scooter. Pretending to have a sports bike going on. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. So yeah, there's lots of people on Facebook posting how they successfully have gotten in through the expert visa route. I can read you a little ditty from a guy that just came from Singapore. So let's read this. I have a company sponsor, and once the business license is sent to blah 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 blah. On the 20th of October, she went straight to the People's Labor Department to apply for approval. 2 weeks later, my name made the list on the 5th of November. So shortly, don't try to do that stuff on your own. Definitely find someone at a high level place that does that kind of stuff, and you have much better luck of getting put on that list if you have someone with connections, because Saigon, Vietnam, all of Vietnam is all about connections, so you want connections. The timeline for his paperwork anyway was 1 week. Total application timeline 2.5 weeks. He paid her $500 for this. Flight transportation, because he's from Singapore, 1.5K USD. And with his COVID test, 2,000 USD with housing, flight, and COVID test. But that's a different scenario because he's from Singapore. The flight's super cheap. Your flight's going to be like $1,000 from America, so that's going to be a different scenario. All right, I think we've covered everything I can possibly think of on this topic. I think I got all the right information out there. I'm gonna soon do an interview with a guy that's come through with the expert visa. He's over in D2. I've just been super busy lately, so we'll try to get that done this week, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one. Peace out.